Aries, business, work. This week opens up amazing opportunities for your professional growth. Your public activities are gaining momentum, business connections are getting stronger, and your creative potential is unfolding with renewed energy. Collaboration takes center stage. Now is the perfect time for negotiations and public speaking. Just try to keep your natural impulsiveness in check and don't attempt to solve all problems at once. Manufacturers, craftspeople, athletes, and show business professionals will feel a special boost. Luxury goods and art dealers will also come ahead. Fresh ideas are being born in your mind, and relationships with colleagues and partners are taking an unexpected turn. Business contacts with women may become tinged with romantic notes. The only thing to remember is that rash actions can lead to financial losses, so weigh each step carefully. In the second half of the week, your enthusiasm and ambition will increase many times over. This is a blessed time for launching new projects and career advancement. Your entrepreneurship and business acumen will shine, especially bright in foreign trade activities, negotiations with overseas and distant partners, trips and business travel. You may need to interact with law enforcement agencies, legal or public organizations. Teachers, publishers, and cultural professionals will feel favorable winds of change. Charity work is especially appropriate now. Joint ventures, creating alliances, corporate business, stock issues, insurance, tax, and debt matters, all of this can bear fruit. However, be careful. Excessive persistence in imposing your views can backfire. Athletic achievements, recreation, travel, and even unusual adventures are quite possible. Influential people may offer you support. Family. Your romantic life is picking up speed. Love dates become more frequent. Sexual attraction intensifies. Conception is possible. New acquaintances promise to be interesting, though many of them will be based primarily on physical attraction. This is a great time for active communication with your partner. Taurus, business, work. A challenging and rather lengthy period lies ahead. Life may unfold contrary to your desires, or you're persisting in your independent position, going against the natural flow of events. A situation is possible where you start something new without finishing the old, and it becomes an obstacle. Any undertaking now will require all your strength and full responsibility. Professional problems are making themselves known, and they need to be addressed first. You may see close people in a new light and think about the meaning of your relationships. This is a crisis time for business, fraught with disappointments and failures in entrepreneurial activities. Attempts to stabilize processes only lead to escalating conflicts, while active measures also don't produce the desired results. The workload and burden of responsibility feel especially heavy. There are numerous professional problems. A career crisis is possible. Military personnel, top executives, politicians, manufacturers, and craftspeople will have an especially tough time. A change in workplace or position is possible, often forced. Legal troubles, bureaucratic obstacles, and unnecessary formalities are possible. Family. Personal and family life is going through a crisis. Quarrels and conflicts, especially with older people, become frequent. Separations and partings are possible, along with struggles against loneliness. The family financial crisis drags on. Losses and unpleasant events are possible. Sexual problems, cooling toward your partner, all of this may be present. For women born at night, this period sometimes means divorce. Business, work. Your energy and determination are directed toward constructively solving numerous tasks. The ability for dynamic planning, coordinating actions, and being enterprising in communication with colleagues will help you succeed. Your initiatives will receive proper appreciation. This is an excellent time for negotiations and discussing future work strategies. Contacts will be at maximum. Business trips promise to be successful. You can confidently sign short-term contracts. Family. You're getting good opportunities to improve relationships with family members, friends, and neighbors. This is a suitable time for active home projects and discussing family plans.
Cancer. Business, work. Your behavior may become impulsive, bordering on aggressive. Be careful with weapons, sharp objects, various tools, and machinery. Use them minimally. This period is quite dangerous for you and those around you. A clash with criminal elements or authorities is possible. Involvement in conflicts. In the professional sphere, ambition and ego increase, along with the desire for competition and winning at any cost. You're inclined toward open confrontation. Carelessness in the financial sphere leads to mistakes, losses, and damages. Under certain circumstances, even theft is possible. This is an unsuitable time for business activity, especially for new ventures. Family. Sexual activity increases substantially. But if this isn't typical for you, you yourself may become the object of unwanted advances. Impulsiveness, outbursts of jealousy and aggression disrupt normal family and love relationships. Scandals and even physical altercations are likely. Avoid resolving issues through force. This period is often characterized by relationship breakups and separations. Conception is now undesirable.
Business, work. Emotional excitability, aggressiveness, and irritability will be heightened. You're inclined to ignore the feelings and interests of others, including business partners and colleagues, which may backfire. Sexual advances can become a source of problems and scandal. Financial extravagance and rash actions threaten costs, losses, lack of expected profit, and various difficulties. Financial conflicts are possible. You're drawn to entertainment and pleasures. Nevertheless, if you rein in negative tendencies, this period can be made fairly neutral. Postpone important visits, business communication, and public activity. Family. Aggressiveness and excessive impulsiveness increase. Exaggerated sexual interest may lead to scandal. Outbursts of jealousy combined with ignoring the interests of loved ones. You forget about tenderness and tact, preferring forceful solutions, but you yourself may become a victim of such treatment. The passion for entertainment and pleasures takes hold of you. This period isn't suitable for receiving guests, family celebrations, heart-to-heart talks, engagement, or marriage. Disappointment in your loved one may occur. Disagreements, quarrels, separations, and infidelities are possible. Conception is undesirable. Virgo. Business, work. The favorable influence of this period occurs only twice in 12 years, and you need to use it to the maximum. Great opportunities for creative and professional self-expression open up before you. But don't expect success to come on its own. Work actively. Broadly apply your acquired knowledge and skills, your own life experience, and the wisdom of generations. Charity is especially welcome now. You can count on help from superiors, influential people, official and law enforcement agencies. Boldly engage in teaching, publishing, and conduct advertising campaigns. Legal matters are resolved successfully. Make deals and sign contracts. This is a favorable time for capital investments and even reasonable financial speculation. Plan important presentations and business trips. Connections with foreigners, investments in overseas business, commercial deals abroad are developing favorably. Receiving fairly large profits, lottery winnings, and the like are quite possible. The period is good for opening new or subsidiary enterprises, successful reformation of old production, processing important documents. Family. Love and family relationships develop successfully and harmonize. You enter into desirable interaction with older relatives and your spouse's parents. This is a favorable time for developmental activities with children, helping them with education and college admissions. Hobbies and reasonable entertainment bring satisfaction. This is a period of happiness and prosperity, quite lengthy, though requiring some effort on your part. Conception is favorable. The time is very suitable for declarations of love, engagement, and marriage. The appearance of new romantic connections and love attachments is possible.
Libra. Business, work. Progress awaits you in business and the professional sphere. Career advancement is possible. Displays of sincerity, honesty, and straightforwardness attract not only employees but also bosses and business partners to you. This is a good time for politicians, public figures, lawyers, as well as for educational, enlightenment, cultural, literary, and publishing activities. Participation in charitable events will raise your rating. Legal issues are resolved favorably. Consultations are effective. Going to court is justified. New projects are implemented successfully, creating alliances and associations, negotiations and contract signing, entering corporate business, stock deals, and insurance are progressing well. Trips and business travel are successful. Connections and trade relations with foreign and distant partners are developing beautifully. Your affairs abroad are advancing excellently. Athletic achievements are possible. It's a good time for recreation and travel. Unusual adventures are likely. Financial success, praise from superiors, receiving material support and awards are possible. Family. A surge of strength and energy gives you determination in solving numerous family, household, and personal issues. The good state of your family or personal budget may be tested. Large purchases, risky investments, impulsive spending on gifts and luxurious living tempt you. This is a favorable period for marriage, engagement, and declarations of love, as well as family events, outings, picnics, travel, and recreation. Now you can achieve peaceful resolution of many personal and family problems.
Scorpio. Business, work. This is an unfavorable time for business expansion, creating new enterprises, and implementing various projects. Beware of excessive self-confidence. Don't make empty promises. Don't take on too much. An exaggerated sense of self-importance, ambitions, erroneous, unreasonable, and risky actions can seriously let you down. Your interests, ideas, and beliefs come into direct contradiction with the interests of employees, superiors, and business partners, especially foreign and distant ones. Business abroad may bring significant losses. You risk becoming a victim of dishonesty, fraud, speculation, as well as theft or robbery. Failures are possible in politics, public activities, sports, academic, cultural, and publishing spheres. Legal difficulties, possible involvement in lawsuits. The severity of financial losses depends on other circumstances. Troubles in trips and business travel. Unfavorable time for travel and recreation. Don't seek support from influential people, superiors, and public organizations. Family. Imbalance, tension in relationships, dissatisfaction, and a tendency to solve problems by force, fanatical adherence to your own ideas and positions. All this is characteristic of this period. The time is extremely unfavorable for celebratory family events, marriage, and engagement. Conversations about divorce, property division, and going to court often become active. A critical period for the family budget. Losses, thefts, and robberies are possible. Unhealthy passion for love affairs and infidelities. Tendency toward relationship breakup. Any partnership relationships are under threat. Sagittarius. Business, work. A period of anxiety regarding the state of your affairs, pessimism, worry, and disappointments. Various obstacles and delays complicate even the easiest work. This fairly lengthy period occurs only twice every 30 years of life. Burdensome duties and the weight of responsibility press on your shoulders. An unfortunate confluence of circumstances hinders free manifestation in practically any sphere of activity. Financial difficulties, direct losses, and damages are likely. Conflicts with management, influential people, public or official organizations, restrictions from them are possible. You'll have to postpone making deals and contracts, especially long-term ones, because even if no obstacles arise when signing them, they won't bring anything good. All unreasonable steps will have consequences later. You'll likely somehow have to participate in solving your boss's problems. Family. A crisis period for marriage and personal relationships, an extremely unfavorable time for entering marriage. The very preservation of proper relationships seems impossible. Conflicts or obstacles from elderly relatives, the need to care for them, fulfilling heavy obligations. Generally an unfavorable period for domestic, household, property, and financial matters. Your budget can suffer greatly without prospects for replenishment. Capricorn. Business, work. A fairly lengthy and favorable period, observed only twice in 12 years, and you need to use it maximally. You're focused on cooperation and understanding the interests of partners and employees. Relationships with women partners and female staff are especially favorable. This is a good time for receiving foreign delegations, negotiations with sponsors and influential people. Favorable prospects may open up that are important to notice and not miss. The financial sphere is improving, some income is possible. Charity to religious, cultural organizations and social welfare agencies can bring profit later. The time is favorable for business activity. You can successfully resolve publishing issues. Success awaits in real estate business and food products, in the service sector. Affairs abroad are going well. Family. Family relationships harmonize. Successes on the personal front bring joy. You may get an opportunity to improve living conditions. This is a good time for moving, purchases for the home, resolving property and household issues, buying real estate. Joint travels, picnics, participation in cultural or religious events will solidify the positive emotions received for a long time. Developmental, legal, cultural, or religious conversations and activities with children are favorable. Conception is possible. Family financial matters are resolved successfully. The arrival of distant relatives or guests is possible. Aquarius. Business, work. You're prone to sharpness, sarcasm, and unnecessary frankness. You're inclined to enter debates, conflicts, and express your competitiveness. You're unusually aggressive and lacking common sense. Beware of making important decisions. Nevertheless, this is a successful period for developing your business activity strategy, and in principle, you can resolve many problems and increase the effectiveness of your efforts. Sharp conflicts may lead to using profanity and even physical violence. Quarrels, disagreements, and confrontations are possible, especially with friends. Family. In relationships with loved ones, you're characterized by sharpness, uncompromising attitude, sarcasm, and aggressiveness. Conflicts reach expressed confrontation. Quarrels and disagreements are common during this period. Personal and family relationships may suffer significantly, up to relationship breakup and talk of divorce. Pisces. Business, work. An excessive sense of self-importance, conceit, and exaggerated ambition take hold of you. Lack of moderation, tendency toward unreasonable and erroneous actions, financial operations and investments can lead to tangible troubles, loss of profit and damages. Thefts and robberies are possible. Ambitions in politics, economics, business, academic or cultural activities, failures in the publishing sphere are likely. Fanatically imposing your point of view and interests, unethical behavior, displays of bad taste will harm you in public life, in relationships with superiors, employees, influential people, and business partners. Avoid speculation, dishonesty, and fraud, but you yourself may become a victim of such manifestations. The state of finances, corporate business, connections with foreign and distant partners pose a threat. Affairs abroad may collapse. An unfavorable period for going to court, seeking legal consultations, as well as for visits to official and public organizations. Trips and business travel won't bring success. Bad time for travel and recreation. Family. Imbalance, tension in relationships, dissatisfaction, and a tendency to solve problems by force, fanatical adherence to your own ideas and positions characterize this period. The time is extremely unfavorable for celebratory family events, marriage, and engagement. Conversations about divorce, property division, and going to court often become active. A critical period for the family budget. Losses, thefts, and robberies are possible. Unhealthy passion for love affairs and infidelities, tendency toward relationship breakup. Any partnership relationships are under threat.